Tommy Jones was incredibly good on television. During his prime, it felt like he hardly ever lost on TV, especially when he reached the title match. By the time he'd won 10 titles, he'd only lost twice in title matches, which just shows how good he was at getting it done on TV. To date, he has 20 tour titles, which includes 2 majors, but during his prime he was simply dominant and won 8 titles in just under 2 years. Since then, he's steadily added to his title collection, with his last win coming in 2020 at the Hall of Fame Classic. But despite how good he was on TV, he still had times where things haven't gone so well for him. So in this video, I'm going to look at what I think are his worst ever moments on TV. We have 4 moments to look at in today's video, so let's begin with number 4, the 2008 PBA Classic.
Jones's response in the third. Okay. 4, 6, 7, 10, and misses them all.
Misses all of them. He's going to lose a lot of pin count. It's almost like 2 open frames.
I can move to the next lane.
I know that Tommy was trying to throw it hard, get the velocity up to try to get lucky and bounce that out, but first order of business is to get at least 2. And that may be the worst shot
shots
of the week for Tommy Jones. He heard it double dribble, he threw it hard, and left the 2-8-10.
In semi-final number 1, Tommy Jones blew by Mike Devaney, who had a real struggle and only managed a 135 game to Jones's 216. But in the final against Chris Barnes, it was a very different story. He left the big 4 in frame 3 and missed everything, and while he did throw a double, Chris Barnes was still in control of this match. Things got worse for Jones as he left the 2-8-10 in the 7th and then went light, leaving the 2-4. Chris Barnes then stepped up and struck in the 8th and 9th to increase his lead to 56 and sealed the title. After a solid showing in his first match, Jones really struggled to get lined up in the title match. Number 3, the 2010 US Open.
If the oil is distributed evenly across the lane, which it is this week.
Here's Jones to start off match number 2. Right at the target. It leaves the 2-8-10.
And very interesting, Tommy Jones never missed the pocket in the first match. Changes bowling balls. Goes to a different ball for this game. And then check out the down lane reaction. He misses wide of that target. And he leaves the 2-8-10. Throughout practice when we went to commercial, that shot goes away. He's forced to use another ball.
That one through the nose of this semifinal. And he doesn't do it.
It's going to be interesting to see what kind of ball reaction Mike Scroggins has.
Jones through the nose.
And this is the crazy thing about a U.S. Open. It happens
what is that?
in match play. It happens in qualifying, game to game. You think you've got it, and just when you think you got it, the lanes change just enough to where you can't hit the pocket. That's exactly what Tommy Jones is going through right now.
Trying to string some strikes together. Right through the nose.
Oh, Tommy, let it go to the right a little bit. 2-10's one time, you shut everyone down.
Missed the head pin.
Oh.
Jones entered the telecast as the 3 seed and had a chance to win the US Open for the second time, having won this event 4 years prior. He easily dispatched Jason Couch in match number 1, with the score being 245 to 192. In match number 2, he played Bill O'Neill, and it was a bad start for Jones as he left the 2-8-10 in the first frame for an open, and then opened again on that lane, missing the 3-10. Jones still couldn't find his first strike going through the nose in the 4th, but did make a move to strike in the 5th. But things didn't improve for him. He missed another 3-10, and by the 8th frame he was down by 52. The final nail in the coffin was the 2-4-10 in the 9th, and his title hopes would end there. The only consolation was that Jones lost to the eventual winner, Bill O'Neill. Number 2, the 2009 Medford Classic.
It's Tommy Jones in title matches.
Jones way heavy on this opening toss. Not even close. open frames. And he does not.
Blast, Tommy. What is that?
Jones was the 1 seed in this event and would end up facing Wes Malott, who defeated Patrick Allen and Bill O'Neill on his way to the final. Jones's first frame would be an open after going through the nose, leaving the 3-4, 6-7, 10. He then left the 4-8, which he chopped for back-to-back open frames. He earned his first strike of the match in frame number 4 and made it a double, but then made a bad shot on the left lane to leave the 3-6. Malott was playing well, but couldn't quite pull away and only had a 25-pin lead. Jones was in a pretty much must-strike situation going into the 9th, but went light, leaving the 2-4-8, and although he did spare it and then doubled in the 10th, Malott only needed 8 pins for the win, which he got, and this meant that he won the Medford Classic in back-to-back years. I think we saw a typical case of the curse of being the 1 seed, as Jones really could not get into much of a rhythm, whereas Malott looked solid throughout, having had 2 games prior to the title match. Number 1. The 2017 Tournament of Champions.
What about it, Messenger?
But a nice start to this title match for TJ.
Oh my gosh.
Except for that.
He looked a little funky at the approach there. Did he stick?
Put a piece of tape in.
That's what I thought.
Oh, buddy. He's going to have to earn it.
He made a move off of the shot that went high, and the ball went 60 feet.
We missed the head pin.
Unbelievable.
He needed a mark to win, and E.J. Tackett is the champion.
Our final entry on today's list is the 2017 Tournament of Champions, where Jones was the 2 seed. He managed to get by Don Barrett to face E.J. Tackett in the title match. This was a close one, but Jones made a costly mistake, missing a 10-pin in frame 5. E.J. was clearly extremely frustrated after failing to double in the 10th, and this meant Jones just needed a mark to win. But he missed a head pin and left a washout. It looked like he'd made a move on his previous shot on that lane, but the ball didn't recover and he would need to convert this to win. But he missed a head pin and it would be an open frame that handed E.J. Tackett his second major. This one definitely took everyone by surprise, and you would have expected Jones to get it done in the 10th, but really this all goes back to the 10 pin he missed in the 5th frame. And there we have it. Those were what I thought were Tommy Jones's worst ever moments on TV. There might have been some other telecasts that you feel should have been included, and if that's the case, then please do let me know in the comment section below. And I'd just like to thank you all very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and if you have, I would really appreciate it if you would click the subscribe button below. That's going to be all from me for today, and as always, thank you bowling fans, and see you all next time.